predicted there would be 3 different pole shifts. Each time the pole would shift 6 to 8 inches west. Now, each time the pole shifted, weather would become erratic, the glaciers would start to melt, and this would cause a large influx of water into California and into Japan. Not only
the magnetic poles are indeed drifting. But what does this actually mean? When I came across the Michael Scallion map, or these maps, for example, that were created by Edgar Casey, I started doing a little bit of digging. Turns out there's a classified CIA document, or a book that was classified by the CIA, known as the Adam and Eve story, which talks about the magnetic poles flipping. Now, the map that you just saw there was supposedly the consequences of what might happen if our magnetic fields weaken, the ice caps melt, the ocean, level rises, and all this land disappears. But in my digging, I actually found something that no one has actually mentioned. And that is, why are the poles drifting so quickly right now? So is it really the poles that are moving that are causing catastrophic consequences? Or is it the reason why the poles are drifting that are causing catastrophic consequences? Well, right now it is on record that our magnetic North Pole is drifting towards Siberia. So where did I look? I looked towards Siberia, and guess what I found? Turns out, back in 1995, there was a record that our core, our planet's core, actually shifted location towards Siberia. Turns out, whether it's air temperature or soil temperatures, Siberia right now is currently breaking all previous records of warming. There are videos of people's wells boiling, or someone just out on a field of snow watching the entire field just melt before their eyes. Now, the proposal that's been presented by an international team of scientists, is that there is a massive plume of magma underneath Siberia. Could the core shift and this plume of magma be responsible for the poles shifting in that direction? So it turns out the pole shift is just a small consequence of what is happening beneath our feet. And this is a worldwide rise of magma to the surface. And this essentially means warmer oceans, ice caps melting. And if you guys take a look at Western Antarctica, you'll find that only the west coast of Antarctica is currently melting. And only the west coast has underwater volcanoes. I don't think that's a coincidence. And warmer ocean temperatures means increased atmospheric moisture, which means stronger hurricanes, stronger typhoons, which we are also seeing. And that actually means flash floods worldwide, which we are also seeing. So when we see a map like we saw in the beginning of this video, I don't find it too far-fetched, actually, that these sorts of events happen on our planet, especially considering how old our planet is. It's almost like these things come in cycles. Well, the Alatra International Public Movement says that this cycle is currently happening right now. And our generation and anyone alive today will be around to witness the consequences. So not only have they been warning, but they've also been providing massive solutions, like strategies on how to degas and depressurize magma plumes and volcanoes, how to take this massive amount of moisture out of the air using atmospheric water generators, and cleaning up our world's oceans of microplastics and nanoplastics, which would actually allow our ocean to do a better job cooling down this rise of magma from below. There's a lot to dig into, so I just recommend doing your research on Alatra. International public movements such as Creative Society as well has created international online forums translated in over 100 languages to explain this process as well. Go check them out, share them in the comments, share your opinions or your views in the comments, share this with other people, because if they're right, which I think they are, we're going to be in for a doozy.